Hi friends, welcome back to Alice Playworld, bringing you some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're playing Diablo, because I haven't played it in a minute, and I really like overpowering people, so let's have some fun. Welcome to Blackheart's Bay. Enemy team Muradin, Falstad, Abathur, Vala, and Illidan. Friendly team Leoric, Falstad, Kel'Thuz, Vala, and Diablo. Alright, I haven't played Diablo in a minute, so my talent choices are going to be pretty much on the fly. Let's see what we like. Let's look at the enemy team. They do have a lot of auto-attack damage between Falstad, Vala, and Illidan. Let's see if Falstad wins Q. We don't know yet. So it might be a good thing to keep in mind there. I'm probably going to go ahead and pick up Block. Health Reach is not going to be nearly as good as that compared to that. Our abilities: Q is Shadow Charge, recharging an enemy, dealing damage, and stunning them for half a second. If the enemy collides with terrain, they are stunned for 7.75 seconds a set. Our W ability is called Fire Stomp, unleashes fires in all directions to deal a little bit of damage. And of course, our E ability, Overpower, we grab somebody, suplex them over our heads, and just toss them on the other side like champs. And of course, Black Soul Stone's our trait. We get souls every time we kill things. The more souls we have, the better we do. It looks like we're going to get zoned out of here. We're going to zone the enemy Muradin out of there. And I don't really want to go too deep in there, keeping an eye here for the enemy. Illidan, can we get to him? Yes, he can, and then we're going to try to basically bump him and stun him a little bit. But we actually misplayed it there a little bit. It looks like Kel'Thuz is going to do a ton of damage. Here comes Leoric with the slow. Can we pick up a kill here on Illidan? It looks like we can, thanks to that fire stomp. And now I'm going to try to basically come in here and stun these guys out so they cannot kill our friendly teammates. Let's go ahead and shoot them out. Just get them out of the lane. Make sure we're doing a little bit of damage and getting a little bit of XP here. Kel'Thuz taking a lot of poke damage, though, which is not something we like. So we're going to come in here and try to zone the enemy Muradin out. Just auto-attacking here for the win. It looks like Muradin is going to jump on us. Let's go ahead and grab that. Pushing him back, and I'm in a lot of trouble, so I'm going to try to run away here. I'm going to take a lot of damage from that lightning strike, and we do manage to barely get away, hitting up the healing well, and we pick up a kill on Muradin. Now Falstad being forced back, thanks to the friendly Falstad, who's going to zone him out of there, and we should be able to grab the majority of the coins here in the top lane. Abathur there, so it means I gotta back away because I didn't want to take any free damage. And now we can go help out Vala. I'm actually gonna go home and get a little bit of mana back before I engage. I don't like the way we're doing. We are slightly ahead of XP, which is a good sign. It looks like the friendly team engaging down the enemy Falstad. Kel'Thuz is doing a lot of damage with that flame strike. However, the enemy Falstad goes jump through and picks up the kill before getting taken down himself. It looks like here comes Vala doing a lot of damage on the enemy Vala, and then Leoric trying to slow down the enemy Muradin, and he tries to poke our friendly Falstad, but Vala doing a lot of free damage in the meanwhile, though she does get caught out of position and does go down eventually. We're going to try to basically venture in here into the bushes and be really brave about this. We got to zone out, but we do not want to lose those coins, which it looks like it's the friendly Falstad, the ones in charge of that. So I'm going to head to the bottom lane and zone a little bit to try to get a little bit more XP. It looks like Falstad does fly in. He should be fine for the most part, as long as I have Vala engaged down here. So let's go ahead and just dive really deeply on her. We're going to be able to basically just zone her out, no problem. She's a little bit afraid of us, which is a good thing. We don't want her basically poking us for free damage. Look at the friendly Vala does come here, which kits it up an opportunity for a gank if we can get it. For the moment, we're just going to focus on killing minions to try to get that XP back, because their enemy Illidan being on the top lane is actually costing us quite a bit of that advantage that we had early on. Let's go ahead and head to the top lane. We're going to warn Vala that this is a scary spot, and then I'm going to try to go top. I do only have one coin, which means I'm not really one to overextend a little bit. I don't necessarily need to hand in at the moment. It could have been an opportunity, but I definitely want to get on Illidan because he's in a really bad spot if we can get him. It looks like the friendly Leoric doing a lot of damage. Illidan just died, so never mind. I was kind of hoping he was going to do something else. Let's go ahead and grab some coins while we're here. At level 4, we're going to be picking up another talent. What are we going to do? Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and slow with overpower. I feel like that's going to be a really good ability to use on Illidan or perhaps the enemy Vala. Looks like we're going to have to zone Falstad out of here. We don't want to take damage. Kel'Thuz going really deep in there. However, Leoric's going to start sucking his life away. But Falstad does barrel roll out of there just in the nick of time. Let's go ahead and hit up that healing well, top ourselves up with health and mana, and then return to the lane to try to get a little bit of XP. Actually, since the friendly Kel'Thuz is on that, I'm going to go try to grab some coins, since I only need 2 more for the first bombardment of the game. It seems like an ample opportunity to do that just now. Let's go ahead and overpower this guy because, you know, why not? Why not? Let's might as well do a little bit of damage. You can see there, Diablo not the most damage focused here as far as burst goes. Of course, once we get that lightning breath, if we do get it, it's going to be a completely different story. We're going to be able to grab the last 2 coins that we needed. It looks like we have vision of the majority of the enemy team. So for the moment being, why not just jump in here and try to get the first bombardment of the game going? It looks like Abathur does put some mines there. We do eat them to the face. Not a big deal. All the enemy team does have vision on us. So it could be a possible Falstad jump in here any second. It looks like they do not come for it, and we get the first bombardment of the game. Let me go ahead and support Vala with this push bottom if that's what she wants to do. because I like the idea of getting those mercenaries right off the bat. It looks like she's just basically waiting here. We're going to try to zone this girl out. Hopefully the friendly Vala does not go too deep there. Oh, she does poke with that hungering arrow, barely missing as he goes for the fort in the last hit. But now we're forcing our way back. That means we have impunity to push this bottom lane, get a lot of experience, and do a lot of punishment. It looks like we're going to be forced to sit here and babysit these guys for the moment being. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and grab a new talent. It's going to be battle momentum? I think battle momentum. Yep. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up battle momentum. Get a little bit of bonus there. We're going to wait for Vala to basically cross our threshold, and now we're going to chase her deeply. Put her right onto that edge. Do a lot of damage, and that is going to be a kill. That gag was perfect. She did not see it coming, and now we're going to clear out the wave and begin pushing these lanes. Remember, if we can get a kill on these towers while Vala is getting that chest, it can actually mean a big deal, because that means the next bombardment we have is not going to have to focus on the keep, on the walls, and can go straight for the fort. However, we do not have enough siege damage on our own. So we're going to casually walk away from here, doing a little bit of poke damage, and then sort of returning to lane, because I think Vala's starting to try to hand in, and I need to get a little bit of experience boost here. We want to get to level 10 for the enemy team, although Diablo's not attacking. It looks like an engagement here, though, and the friendly team probably needs my appearance, so I'm going to try to head over there, although the friendly team actually doing a really good job of pushing. I should retract that statement, and as long as they don't overextend, they should be fine. And we should be able to push this a little bit more. As you can see there, this tower is almost dead. We're going to try to put as much damage there as we can. Trying to get a kill is going to save us some bullets. We are wasting a lot of ammo, though, while we're here, which is also a good thing. You see that top tower already out of cannonballs. And now this push is really effective because these mercenaries are going to... These minions, sorry, are basically evenly matched. Plus my little assistance here. We should be able to start doing a lot of damage. Abathur doing a little bit of poke. Not a big deal, so we do get the first tower kill. And now I'm going to walk away before scary things come. Hit up the healing well. And then reassess our positioning. It looks like Kael'thas and Vala coming down here. Might want to help me with some minions, baby, maybe? This would be a nice engagement if they want to. We're almost level 10, which actually means it's a good opportunity to try to get an engagement. On the top lane, Kael'thas and Leoric pick up the kill there on the enemy Illidan. What's a little overextended. At level 10, let's go ahead and pick up Lightning Breath. Apocalypse is fun, but Lightning Breath is just so good. We already have Leoric is going to be doing most of the tanking, so we can just add to the damage with the theme of fire here with Kael'thas. And it should be enough to actually do a lot of damage later on. Let's go ahead and pick that up. We're going to grab the coins and then continue to push this lane a little bit. Don't want to go too crazy when I keep an eye on the friendly team. Remember, my health is a little low, so what I want to do is make sure that this lane is pushed a little bit, and now I'm going to retreat. We have the next bombardment going down. Let me go ahead and head back to base and heal up while the friendly team pushes the top lane. Looks like Merlin responding down here to this push is a little severe, but with the help of Abathur, he should be able to clean that up. The main thing we're doing is keeping him occupied while the friendly team goes and grabs camps, which should be our main priority at the moment. It looks like Vala is grabbing some coins in the middle lane. On the top lane, the Auric doing a really pulsy push, although he is going to get confronted by the enemy Vala. Maybe we want to head over there and help him out. This could be a gank opportunity, although in the middle lane, Illidan is trying to come in here and poke a little bit. Gets a lot of damage on that Flame Strike. Gets taken down. That's got to be a bot, right? There's no way that's a real Illidan. However, Vala chasing, Falsa doing a lot of damage. I'm going to try to go for the enemy Vala, who's in a little bit of a bad spot. If she gets caught, she does use her Vault, which means she has no escape, and now the friendly team is going to do a ton of damage. Great gravity lapse from Illidan, and now we're going to be super bold and grab these mercenaries because we have the entire friendly team here. Why not do something super daring? It's going to put them on the back foot. Stats-wise, 8,000 damage for Falstad, 7,000 for the enemy Abathur, 20,000 siege for our Leoric. Is doing really, really well. Let's go ahead and pick a kill here on Muradin because he's all by himself. This is a perfect opportunity to basically jump in. Let's go ahead and put him behind us, body block him as best as we can, and do as much damage as possible. However, yeah, that's a real person. That's kind of crazy. We're going to try to jump here on Illidan, who's just the worst. I don't know. Not to criticize too much. It might be a new player, but this Illidan is not doing the best. Let's go ahead and grab him over our heads, burn him. He does polymorph that way, and now we're going to try to chase. Let's get out of the way of Kael'thas, so she's going to time bomb him, living bomb, sorry, and that's going to be enough for the kill. We do have a big monstrosity in the bottom lane, which means we probably want to go deal with that at some point because we don't want to let it get fed too much. I do have 4 coins. It might be a good idea to hand in at the moment, but I want to kill these guys before they do anything too fancy. It looks like the monstrosity is going to go down. We're going to be able to sit it there, stun it, and slow it down a little bit, and that's going to basically just clear out the rest of the lane before we lose the fort, which is an important thing to keep an advantage of. At level 13, let's go ahead and grab, what are we going to do? Life Leech. I think Life Leech is great. We're going to go ahead and pick that up. The chests are spawning. We have 2 tanks in the bottom lane, which means we're going to be able to basically grab this no problem. Murden in a little bit of an awkward spot there. Let's go ahead and grab him on the other side. He does try to move. We're going to do as much damage as we can. Now we're going to try to burn these guys, doing a ton of damage. However, I am not in any position to get away with it. Leoric does do a smart thing and grabs a couple of coins and then retreats before he gets taken down right at the last second. As you can see, we are Diablo, so we're right back. Even though we did get taken down thanks to the 100 souls. And now Murden missing the jump yet again. Is getting chase 6, a lot of damage. The Phoenix coming now is going to zone him out. Gets the kill. Pinata explodes, 7 gold coins pop out. However, the friendly false is taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, that great Hinterlands Blast combo. Now we're going to come in here and hit Vala and try to slow her down on top of Falstad. And we get all the coins that we lost back, plus a couple of kills. Worth it, I would say. And now we're going to hand in a bunch of coins. They have not really more than enough. I can do math. They need 1 from me. That's annoying. Let's go ahead and hand this in. I didn't want to explode any of the streamers because I didn't know how low Leoric was, but we're going to hand in 1 coin and try to go get some more minions, some more mercs, and continue this dominance performance on the friendly team. It looks like they're going to go ahead and grab those coins right here. Might as well help them out with the mercs. Leoric doesn't have that much damage, and I don't want him tanking this stuff unnecessarily. You can see that we're going to be basically taking the bulk of the damage because his reach is actually pretty impressive. We're bombarding the bottom lane, which makes this a really good opportunity to continue pushing this lane, because that is going to mean that our mercenaries are going to make it all the way to their tier 1 structures and their keeps, which is what we want. So we're putting some catapult pressure on those towers. It looks like the enemy team on the top lane trying to do the Weiss thing and sort of getting a little bit of XP. Might as well ask for a little bit of assistance here from Falstad and try to get more mercs going. So the enemy team is trying to get XP, which is definitely what they need to do. They're trying to get that monstrosity a little bit fed because they're 2 levels behind and they don't feel like they can definitely engage us. But at this point, they might want to try to get some picks. One of the scary things about our team is, like, for example, Kael'thas and Falstad are both really exposed because we're getting a little bit overconfident from those teamfight wins. As you can see there, Kael'thas is a little bit out of position. He's doing a lot of damage, though. Here comes the Phoenix engagement. However, Illidan does not see what's going on. It looks like he's a troll pick. We're going to try to come in here, and that is going to be a kill in all likelihood. I'm going to try to die, but it's not good enough. Let's go ahead and jump on, switch targets to Illidan. Although we're not going to be able to chase him in time, I don't think. I'm going to try to come in here and protect Kael'thas because somebody might be coming in from behind him. Just get a little bit of vision, and it should be enough. All right. Looks like Leoric is going to engage there really quickly. Let's go ahead and attack Illidan. We're going to be able to zone him out and then basically just put him over our head, save Leoric, get out of here with all our coins intact. And now I'm going to go ahead and hand in because might as well. The next time we're going to be picking up at level 16 is going to be Imposing Presence. There's a lot of auto-attacking enemies, so might as well get that. Their auto-attacks are going to be slowed for a little bit. We do eat those Abathur mint things to the face yet again. Leoric very low. I don't like seeing him that low all those way, but it looks like the friendly false is doing a good job of zoning and doing a little bit of damage, keeping them occupied. He's actually popping his overdrive. The Hinterlands Blast does come out from the enemy false side, and he does die though, however. I'm going to sit here and babysit Leoric, mostly because I don't want to see him get killed. We do pick up the last 2 coins. Well, no, we need 2 more on top of that, but I think Vala should be in charge of that. Let me go ahead and hand this one in and then try to go back. Again, I'm just going to eat these to the face. Not a big deal. Let me make sure. If the enemy team comes, I'm pretty confident I can get away. If not, I only have 1 coin plus 55 souls, so it's actually not quite enough to survive if that happens, or at least come back to life really quickly. We're going to try to engage here on Murden. We're sort of losing the level advantage. The enemy team almost a level behind only instead of 2 that we had before. So we want to try to engage a little bit. Forcing more team fights is more beneficial for the friendly team, as that is basically going to keep us on the edge there, giving us a little bit of an advantage every time we team fight. We're going to try to go to the bottom. Leoric and Kael'thas should be able to grab that no problem. I'm going to try to assist here. Just basically zoning out. It looks like the enemy Vala is in a bad spot. Let's go ahead and engage right here. We're going to be forced back. This is not a great engagement. However, if they force to commit here, here comes Kael'thas. Let's go ahead and burn them. And then Vala's taking a lot of damage from that Phoenix plus that gravity lapse. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of Illidan because we don't want him attacking our friendly Kael'thas. We basically zone him out effectively. Trying to now zone here for the friendly Kael'thas as Murden is jumping on him, but he does get taken down. Now I'm all by myself, but not a big deal because we're going to be able to slow down Murden. He's going to try to jump away, but it's in a little bit of a corner. And we pick up the kill thanks to Kael'thas and to Falstad. And now we have complete dominion of the friendly team, of the enemy team on the map on top of the coins. You can see there are 5 coins, 10, 15, 16. 2 more only. It's all we need to get the next bombardment, which is already going to get pushing on their other keep. Although we might be able to get a keep kill before we do that. It might be a smart idea to try to get a little bit more pressure on the top lane and get a couple towers. However, the friendly team a little bit spread out. We're going to go ahead and hook up with False and maybe help Leoric there with those mercs. That's a really, really ballsy proposition what he's doing, and he might need a little bit of help as the enemy False is almost done clearing that top lane, and Leoric doesn't nearly have as much damage as you think he does. Let's go ahead and jump in here and help him out with a little bit of DPS. Of course, the enemy team can see my Fire Stomp, so they're a little bit of a scary spot. Let's see if we can jump on here on the enemy False. Yes, we can, and now we're going to knock him down. He's going to get stunned, taking a lot of damage. Here comes the barrel roll, I would imagine. It looks like we almost pick up the kill. Now I'm going to jump on Vala and basically just zone out as the enemy False didn't make it away. I could have basically used my Lightning Breath to get a kill, but it was a little silly. So let's just go ahead and put a little bit of pressure here, maybe able to kill the towers, and then force the enemy team to engage us. They're going to go really deep on me, which is not a big deal. We got to back out. Let's go ahead and sound the retreat, as False is going to be able to get away. It looks like Illidan might be coming here. Let's go ahead and knock him back. Trying to do a little bit of damage, trying to force him away, but it looks like they're chasing the friendly False. Now we're separating a little bit, which is a good thing. It looks like Kel'Thas jumps in from behind. I am really not in any position to fight there. I might be able to pick up a kill here on Vala, actually, which might be a little greedy, but I want to get it, so why not? Let's go ahead and pick up the kill, shush Illidan behind us, and just run away as he's going to try to chase us. He's going to start to get a little bit of damage. Here comes the enemy False, which means we're going to die, but you know what? Whatever. We're already almost 100 skulls in, so I'm just going to try to do as much damage as possible. We do get taken down, but we will be back in 3 seconds. Meanwhile, the friendly team chasing Murden, getting a kill here, super worth it as far as the trade goes, and now we're completely in an advantage. Unlikely that we're going to lose this match, although I need to deal with this monstrosity in the bottom lane because it is doing an absurd amount of damage. And I need to kill it, but as you see, I'm not going to be able to chase it. So it's going to try to retreat, try to go back, get another little bit of waving, wave feed each, and then it'll be back here in a second. So for the time being, I'll just clear the lane, wait till I see a little bit of vision. Looks like Violet does find it, but I'm not too interested in going to fight that right now. Let's just make sure the lane is a little bit clear, and then we'll go ahead and hook up with Violet. She needs to be careful because Falset is up. He could fly to her with a monstrosity. That will be a kill. Looks like the Orc fighting Illidan on the top lane. Illidan is going to get taken down. Let's go ahead and join in here, help her out a little bit with damage, at least soaking up some of the boulders as we pick up our level 20 talent, which is going to be, so I think Lord of Terror might be a good one for heals, but I think Hellstorm is just so good. I haven't really been using my Lightning Breath to the full advantage that I could, but I still think it's a pretty solid shot talent pick. Let's go ahead and hand this coin in, mostly because we're escorting Vala to make sure she doesn't get killed. As soon as that is up, I'm sure she's going to head top to try to get that boss. That puts us at 8 coins, which means we need 12 more. I'm going to try to go up there, let my teammates know, let Vala know that that's dangerous. And maybe the enemy team will try to go contest Golem or something, and then that will be a possibility for us to get a kill. I'm going to actually go ahead and engage here because they almost have that killed. Grab these coins would be a big pick. However, the enemy team's already here, so I got to walk away because I do not have enough souls in my... I don't have enough souls to make this worth it. Let's go ahead and dive in here really deeply. We're going to basically poke a little bit. Just try to keep them occupied before they go for the hand-in. We need to sort of signal here that we need to have a big defensive struggle near the hand-in. We do not want to let them get another bombardment. It looks the enemy team is backing away because they do have a boss to contend with. Or they may be getting the bottom chest, which is another possibility. It looks like they actually all backed out to get that. So let's go ahead and get the bottom chest. Get 5 coins for free. Well, we watch how the enemy team deals with our golem. It looks like they're basically now getting to defend. He's going to get a couple licks on the keep. Not a big deal. It's really not going to be sufficient for... actually, there's no keep there. I'm sorry. It's actually going to go on the core. It's actually not going to kill the shields. You can see already pretty low in health. Going to get a couple hits, but it is keeping the enemy team occupied, which is going to be able to hand in the majority of these coins. And here comes the Orc with the last 7 that we needed. That is going to be a good opportunity to get a lot of damage going on that bottom keep. And it's a good idea for us to all group up together. However, Kel'Thas, we're all so split up. There we go. We need to try to group up, get some mercs, get a little bit more pressure going, not throwing the advantage away because that's you already have the game in the back pocket. All we need to do is not get picked, not die, and this should be a win. Again, I feel like Heroes of the Storm is a lot like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, man. You get a hold of that neck, and you just keep pressing until the guy goes to sleep. If you try to get too ballsy, you might get a comeback situation in your hands, which is not what we want. We want to stick together, make sure we push the advantage. Also, remember, the further away from level 20 you get, the least advantage you have level-wise. So we might be a level ahead of the front enemy team, but at level 21 to 20 is not a big deal. It looks like Val's going to do a ton of damage to Illidan. He's going to try to jump in here. He gets completely obliterated by Kel'Thas. And now it's just a matter of us getting some mercs and pushing for the win. I'm going to suggest we get those mercs pushing the top lane, and that should be a good game as they have one less member of the enemy team right now because Illidan did die and get picked against Vala. However, the front team is just going for coins. which is a completely respectable thing to do. Again, I was talking about not throwing away the advantage. That's the easiest way to win. We get 22 more coins, so we have complete map control, and it should be a good game. However, the enemy Vala and the enemy Falsa were waiting there on the hand in. Now it's a 4v4. The enemy team is going to get the first bombardment. Might as well just push the core while we're here. I'm going to go ahead and suggest it to the rest of the friendly team. I believe we can win the team fight. We just got to protect Kel'Thuz and Falsa, and they're going to basically do enough damage to justify this. It looks like they're going straight for Vala. I like it. I like the idea. Let's go ahead and just engage here on the enemy monstrosity. If we could stun once and then twice, let's go ahead and walk away here. Trying to shield our teammates. It looks like Merton did go really deep. I'm going to try to basically come in here and basically shield damage, but the friendly team is not in a great spot. It looks like we're going to have to retreat, as I'm going to hit the enemy Merton out of here to make sure he cannot kill our guys. And I will gladly sacrifice myself so the DPS can live. Not a big deal. And Leoric should be doing a little bit of slowing here with his ghost. It looks like yeah, there he is. He's going to grab. So we did a little bit of a throwaway advantage there. The enemy team now grabbing a little bit of a bombardment. Now they might start getting some damage on these keeps, although really not enough to get a keep. So we still have the catapult pressure, which is going to keep them down a little bit, but 14 coins on their side, and they should start doing damage to our stuff, which is going to put us once again in even footing. We should have maybe not engaged there, or we should have engaged a little bit earlier to make sure we get the kill. Looks like Merton all the way back here, make sure he's dealing with that. Vala and Falsa sticking as a team. We got to warn their friends that this is dangerous. They do have 5 coins, not a big deal. They only need 9 more, because I can do math. So we should grab a few coins we can, and then try to basically camp that to make sure we kill them. They should be able to win this team fight. However, Illidan just standing still there as Kel'Thuz does a ton of damage. Might have been a bait. Illidan does get killed by minions. Now Kel'Thuz in a little bit of trouble here as he's trying to kite this guy around the Phoenix. But here comes the enemy Falsa, picks up the kill. Now Leoric picking up the last coin. However, not a great engagement for the friendly team because our Falsa is way down there. We're trying to make our way over there. We need to group up, trying to be together. It looks like Vala is getting chased really thoroughly by the enemy Murder on top of Abathur. He's doing a good job poking and preventing her from mounting up. And now is where we come in, and we need to use our Lightning Breath. We haven't gotten a single good use of Lightning Breath. Now seems like an opportune moment. Let's go ahead and engage there on Merton. Gonna go ahead and grab him behind. He does become unstoppable. Not a big deal. We do get stunned, though, at the right moment, and they're going to be able to get away. However, friendly Leoric wasting that, we get hit by the Hinterlands Blast, which is a little bit of free damage. It looks like Vala going way too deep for my liking. It looks like she does actually bait Merton, though. Takes a lot of damage. Here comes the spin to win with the strafe, and that should be enough to pick up the kill. However, Merton gets lucky, but we're going to be able to grab him behind us, and that is going to be a kill. Now they don't have a tank. A lot of pressure from the catapults and minions means we could probably start pushing in here. Illidan about to come back. Not too much of a threat, though. We just need to get in a good position to get a good lightning breath and zone the enemy team out. Might as well continue clearing these lanes. It looks like Vala's going to try to do a little bit of multi-shot action. We need to make sure the catapults are here with us. They're going to add a significant chunk of damage, and as long as we can get near these guys, we should be fine. It looks like the enemy team is about to engage right here. Let's go ahead and lightning breath for fun, and that is going to be a good game. 16-3, 19,000 hero damage, but it's Diablo, 27 kills to the enemy 18. My name is Al. I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a little bit relaxed and one-sided, but you know, that's the nature of quick match, and I will see you all next time.